watching everybody coming. I know everybody's catching the next wave. I want to tell you a couple things that I do to actually rock Periscope. Some things that you should do the immediate minute you stop your Periscope, and then some things you should come back and do when you finish later on to keep that Periscope going. Because one of the things that even though it's instant, even though it's 24 hours visible on Periscope, there are things that you should do immediately after. Because I've been blogging for 13 years, and I understand, and I know the meaning of adding more shelf life to your content, and monetizing your content. And so I just want to kind of go over now. This is where you need to go. You need to go to 27answers.com. And as you can see, we do a number of ebooks on different social medias. The first to start out, of course, is how to rock social media. You can start there, or you can go ahead and just download 27 Answers to Rock Periscope. And it's available. It's a 4-page PDF. It's Kindle friendly, and it's only $2.70. And we also have a great affiliate program if you'd like to earn 27 to 50% sharing the ebooks and the great digital guides that we do. But what I want you to think about is some things that I see that you're not doing. One of the things that I do immediately after I do my Periscope is I go right over to my profile page on Periscope. And that's where your video is saved. If you click that link, the minute you stop, go back over to your Periscope. Remember, when you launch your Periscope, it sends out a tweet telling everybody you're live, right? Hey, App Douglasville. I also saw Community B. I shop local, and local is live, and all that good stuff. Okay, but anyway. When you finish, okay, first and foremost, the minute you hit the broadcast button, it sends out a tweet. Give that tweet time to populate, meaning, because one of the things you never know is how many sites are running your links and so forth. Like, say for instance, I have my Periscope announcements to show on my website at DryerBuzz.com. See tweets about DryerBuzz. If you haven't added this widget or a widget, any particular widget that's going to pull your tweets, you want to make sure that you do that. So when you go live, when you click your broadcast link, give it a few minutes. I know people are coming in, and you pretty much spend the first few minutes of your Periscope saying hello to everybody and so forth. So just give it a few minutes to populate, because there are people who are not on their phones, or they're on their phones. They're not a member of Periscope. They're not a member of Twitter, but they watch religiously. They watch Periscopes because they can then watch on their desktops, or they can watch via the web. And that count is available in your stats. So you see that. So know your audience first and foremost. And basically when you send out your broadcast link, you begin to develop the habits of your digital customers. If they know, they know that you're the type of person, when you send out your link to Periscope, you get in and you get out, they know they need to click right away. If you're the kind of person, your Periscopes are long, you do the events and all that kind of stuff, then they know they have a few minutes. So you have to know who watches your Periscopes and how they engage. Look at your replay links. How many people are actually replaying your Periscope? That means that maybe you probably need to stick around a little bit longer, or you're doing really good at redistributing. Because like I said, the one thing that I do immediately after I hit stop, I go over to my Periscope profile. I can't show you because I'm on the phone, but on the device, I could show you on my device. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get my device up and running here. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can go to... Where's my Periscope? Thanks so much for the hearts and retweets, and thanks so much everybody for jumping in. But I'm going to show you, this is the biggest tip ever here that I have there. You see my kids there. My son's actually leaving at the end of the month for the Air Force, y'all. He's going to be stationed in Biloxi for about a year. All right, which is, not only a hop, skip, and a jump from mommy, but, anytime your son is away, but at least I'll get a good vacation, good weekends here and there. Okay, like I said, the minute I stop, I always go to my profile. Let me see, I'm on the edit part. I don't want to be there. I always go to my profile, and I go to my broadcast, and the next thing I do is I go in, This Is Us Now. I just did this one, and I go in where I was talking about how to monetize social media, hit this share button, and I send it out, tweet it out again. What I will do is when I tweet it out, if you can see right here, when I tweet it out, I say, in case you missed it, I changed that watch. Take out the word watch and put in this, and I should have probably hashtagged it because it's a real good hashtag. But in case you missed it on Periscope, and then I leave the title and the links and all of that. So I make sure to reshare that immediately when I stop, because you know what happens. You get up and you start doing other things, you can't come back. So, and because you know people only have, I think, about 24 hours, depending on the frequency. If you Periscope a lot, then you know that's going to disappear and they won't have access to it. Also, the next thing I do, and I'm going to go back to my desktop here, the next thing I do for my Periscopes is I use my VidStitch. VidStitch is an app. There it is, VidStitch, okay? And on my VidStitch, I come in and let's see, I was working on something here. I just did this right here. Am I in VidStitch? Nope, this is not VidStitch. Let me go back. This is not my VidStitch. My VidStitch right here. Okay. I come to my VidStitch and I upload my Periscope, and it wants to quit on me. Come on, don't play. I take my really VidStitch. You want to act like that? I probably gotta delete some stuff. But I take my Periscope and I put, okay, there it is. Okay. I take my Periscope and I choose one of my, and I did the upgrade. I bought the Pro version, so which is why I have all of these different options here. I always go Pro, right? You want to be a Pro, go Pro. I take, this is the one I just did. I take my Periscope because, as you know, Periscope is in the portrait. A lot of people go through the process of changing it to the landscape. I keep it as portrait because then I use this other area here for branding. And I go, and I don't want to go in my files here, but I put my Periscope here and I put some branding here. And based on whichever one I choose, normally I will choose this one because it gives me two options. My Periscope here, I put some branding here and here. Usually I have a sponsor, right? And then and shout out to all my sponsors, those who support 27S, or you can use this one, the number of them. And I think on the free version, you probably get this many, but if you upgrade, actually buy the app, you get a number of others to choose. And as you can see, that's a perfect opportunity. So then after I do that, after I create the video with the branding, as a matter of fact, here's one right here. I then upload it to YouTube. Before I even put it on YouTube, the entire thing, I call it raw. Because I'm not going to edit it. I don't know who has time for all of that. If it was just on Periscope, it's fine for YouTube. But I also find 15 seconds of it to go on Instagram. I might even throw 6 seconds on Vine. All of that. Link it back and letting people know to watch me on Periscope. And here's one. I'll play a little bit for you. And one of the reasons I started using this was a Periscope I did downtown Douglasville. That was an Instagram.
DryerBuzz on Twitter, Instagram.
No, wait a minute, it's a commercial. I'm sorry. Oh, Douglasville, we were getting down on Wednesday one down. Y'all don't know. And as you can see, I was able to, brand my Periscope. Okay, let me stop because they was having too much fun. I'm getting ready to head out to a tailgate to my high school reunion. Everybody's at my high school, so I'm gonna have some excitement. Douglasville, you just missed it. I was showing this one. All right, so this was my Periscope. This was the part that was live on Periscope. I added a photo. I added some branding, and I will. Thank you. And then I put it on YouTube. And not only that, if you go on DryerBuzz, let me see if I can get back to here's another thing I do with my Periscopes. Let's go back up to the top here. I also take it, once I put it on YouTube,
Go now to DryerBuzz.com and follow @DryerBuzz on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's all about the buzz.